Hello, this is Mark Robert Holcomb. The rape culture in America has had an explosive growth, especially since the 1968 Gun Control Act. In today's blog, I will explain why. In the 1950s, even as late as the early 60s, the standard penalty for rape was life imprisonment with no mercy, because it meant that a convicted person whom was convicted unjustly could be later released. This actually led to more prosecutions that were successful for rape than in cases where they had the death penalty for rape. The second thing that contributed to the low amount of rapes was that prior to 1968, you could buy a Walther P38, German Mauser semi-auto pistol, 1911 Colt, or Browning P35 for under $30 through the mail order. Granted, they were war surplus guns, but at least most people could afford a decent sidearm to protect themselves. The Gun Control Act of 1968 changed all that. By banning mail order sales, it only disarmed the poor who could not afford to buy a brand new out-of-the-box gun. That's why the rape culture exploded in the 1970s and 80s. And how did I come to this conclusion? When I attended college a number of years ago, I came from a poor county in West Virginia which had a bad rape culture problem. I met women from other parts of the state that were more advanced. And in talking with them, I found out something. Rape was highly unusual in their part of the country. Why? Because in most homes that worked, in places like Parkersburg, Summersville, Charleston, and all that, Huntington and all that, when a kid got to be between 14 and 17 years old, they were given a double-action revolver or a semi-automatic pistol of medium to large caliber and taught to use it because they were expected to defend both the family and themselves. It was an adult rite of passage to adulthood. This actually discouraged a lot of rapes. Bill Clinton, in 1993, passed the law. I believe it was a reform of the juvenile justice system that banned juveniles from having handguns without parental permission. As a result, he unintentionally hurt young adult people whose parents thought that it was now illegal for them to buy a handgun for their kid. Again, the rape rate skyrocketed. Gun control only helps rapists because rapists are super violent. They will think nothing of killing a child or a pet or another family member to get what they want. They are so sex crazed and they are also of a mindset that they think it's funny to hurt other people. So that's why when they get caught, it's a big shock to them if they survive it. Face reality. Boxing does not work as self-defense. Sport karate does not work as self-defense. But firearms are a very good form of self-defense if you're trying to use them. And that training is a lot more simple than what people think. And I please urge you to get more training, especially if you've bought a new gun or you're thinking of buying a gun. You know, you need to learn how to run that piece of machinery just like driving a car, taking driver's ed. Smash gun control, and it will help tear down the rape culture. This is West Virginia AK-47, aka Mark R. Hole. Thank you for your time.